looking at the Chiefs, after struggling in the Super Bowl to protect Mahomes, they go offensive line, signing two guards. I expected tackles. They signed two guards, and Joe Tooney and Kyle Long comes back out of retirement on a 1-year deal. What do you think of the Chiefs going Joe Tooney and Kyle Long?
Yeah, I mean, they almost had to because the two guys that they lost were really great. So, what do you do?
Are you surprised that the two guys they lost are two tackles, and the two guys they've signed are two guards?
Yeah, that's interesting to me. I don't know what their plan is. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, maybe they'll draft some offensive line. Maybe they're probably not done yet. But yeah, they need to figure out the tackle position. I know they re-signed Mike Remmers, so there's something. But they need to figure out their tackles because tackle was where they got exposed in the Super Bowl too, around the edges. So we'll see what they do there. But I mean, the Joe Tooney addition is good. Kyle Long, I'm not so sure. I mean, we saw Kyle Long at the end in Chicago, and he was a shell of his former self.
Yeah, and I mean, not only do you need to sign tackles, but you need to sign Pro Bowl caliber tackles to protect that $500 million quarterback.
Exactly. When they cut Eric Fisher and Mitchell Schwartz, I was like, what are they doing? And you got to protect that guy. You got to protect Mahomes. And I think here's a prediction, a little bit of inside information here. I don't have sources, but I think the Chiefs are in for a major adjustment going into 2021. I think Andy Reid retires. Okay, first and foremost, I think he retires. So Eric Bieniemy becomes the head coach. And I think it's a major adjustment to fix that offensive line, to protect Patrick Mahomes. And I think teams are sort of figuring out a blueprint on how to beat this Chiefs team. I think they take a step back. I think this is more like an 11-5, 10-6 team next year. And, we'll see how well a rookie head coach, Eric Bieniemy, navigates it all. But I think it's going to be a very interesting 2021 for the Chiefs.
Yeah, and especially what's going on with Britt Reid. We don't know the full details yet, but I think that's going to cause Andy Reid too much pressure. So
I agree. I think when the charges officially get filed on Britt Reid, I think Andy Reid's going to retire because he doesn't want to have the team, his players, or himself or his coaching staff to have to answer questions about that all offseason. So, and be a distraction. I think he's got his Super Bowl championship now. He's older. It doesn't mean that Andy Reid will be done for good. Take a year or two off, wait for all that to die down, and spend some time with your family, and come back somewhere else later.
I mean, yeah, he's already a first ballot Hall of Famer. He has nothing to prove.
Absolutely, and I would think it's going to be hard for Andy Reid to be focused on football with all this family stuff going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just have to say to all of our listeners, you heard it first from Alex. So as soon as it drops, you heard it first here before you did the regular television.
I'll bring it up when it happens. I've been hesitant to really push it because we haven't heard anything for so long. But when it happens, I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to make sure that everybody knows our podcast was first on it. Because I tweeted about this the night before the Super Bowl. I said, Andy Reid's going to retire after this game. And nobody's talking about it. Not local media, not national media. You're not hearing it from anybody but us. Andy Reid's retiring.